Good evening, I'm Kurt Gutgsell. Southridge will face Heritage Hills in high school football tonight. One of the bright spots so far this season is the Raiders' defensive line. Here's Coach Scott Buning.
Our D-line, and I tell you what, man, do we ask a lot out of those guys? A lot of times D-line's a pretty simplistic position, but we're small. We're not very big. We're quick. We're fast. But to use that quickness to our advantage, we have to have a lot of movements. And we always talk about what's our pre-snap movement, what's our post-snap movement, and then we give our guys different formations. We move this way, we stem this way. It's a lot. There's a lot of stuff that gets thrown at them, and I think the last 2 weeks, I think all of our coaches would attest that these guys have done a really nice job with where they need to be, doing what they're supposed to do. Because if they miss it, then that creates a big gap and big hole. And like I said, we're not just doing one thing every time we get up the line of scrimmage. We're doing a lot of different things, and they play hard, they play fast. That's a strength of theirs. I think Luke Myers had a tremendous year. A guy that really, I wouldn't say was just penciled in as a starter or anything else, and when we got in the summer and you watched how hard he played and how aggressive he was and how relentless he was, and we got a lot of guys, him, Matt Altmaier, Yamil Arroyo, it's kind of the same way, a lot of guys that are linebackers, and play D-line, and Eric Venegas took a little hit and physically, and we've had to kind of replace him there. Cameron Fusler's done a nice job in there, and so and it's really a big picture of that D-line doing their job, which we asked them really to just kind of try to cause havoc. And then, our inside linebackers and outside linebackers, we ask a lot out of them too. And that's a pretty stout group up there, and those guys. And they have, I think we've done a good job against the run, but this will by far be the toughest test we've had in that regard.
You can see the Wildcats and Patriots Saturday at 2. Right here on 18. Also tonight, Jasper versus Evansville North. That game airs tomorrow morning at 10. Meanwhile, Forest Park is hosting the Pike Central Chargers. Jasper Tennis will take on Castle in the tennis semi-state tomorrow out at the Ed Yarborough Tennis Complex. College football tomorrow. Both IU and Purdue have the week off, but Notre Dame travels to Virginia to take on the Virginia Tech Hokies in Blacksburg, and the Kentucky Wildcats will be at home with LSU. No Colts football on Sunday. They have the Monday night affair with the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. Stay tuned. We'll have more after this.